Greetings everyone and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic here on Rag Plays. Time for us to head to Manaan. Looks like Dantooine has indeed been destroyed, as Malak had claimed, or at least the Enclave has been destroyed. Kind of a shame we can't go back there to pick up some of the better items from the merchants, but I guess it makes sense because a lot of them would have perished during the bombing, so... But still, I mean, we should technically be able to go back there and just land outside someplace. I don't know. That's a little lazy. A little lazy they didn't let us go back. But, oh well. Manaan. So, terrain is a worldwide ocean. Native species are the Selkath, and we have docking in the city of Atto. Let's go. Alright everyone, we've arrived safe and sound on Manaan after a bit of a rocky trip over here. A couple of the cutscenes minimized me to desktop, so I had to quickly check to see if we were recording. It looks like we're all good there. It looked as though the vision of the star map was on the ocean floor. That's going to complicate things. We do not have a submarine on hand, so I don't know how that's going to go. What do we have to do here, aside from everything? I suppose we should begin by talking to the crew first, getting their take on the place on Manaan itself, and then go from there, I guess. Got a few quests that have to be resolved on planets, and everything else that's going to be new. I'm excited to get at it, so let's talk to KotOR.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You know anything about this place, KotOR?
Manaan's a neutral world. They're the only source of Kolto, the healing fluid, and they use that to remain free from both the Republic and the Sith. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
That's interesting, actually.
You got it.
Neutrality, that's going to be an interesting thing to try and navigate while we're here. Nominally, Revan is still in league with the Republic. I don't think his loyalty would have changed in regards to the Republic itself. Obviously, he's got quite a bit of disdain right now for the Jedi, but he still knows what has to be done. The Sith still have to be destroyed in his mind, so all of this has to be kind of... all of his personal history, shall we say, will have to be set on the back burner for a while anyway, until it becomes impossible to ignore. I don't think T3, Zalbar, or Juhani are going to have anything to say about the current situation. Juhani is hung up on her problems with Zor, which will resolve themselves once we get out onto the planet, hopefully. Zalbar and T3 are, as usual, pretty useless. So that leaves Jolee, Canderous, HK, and Mission. So I guess since Jolee's right here, we'll have a little chat with him.
Got something on your mind, dude?
So when did you go to Kashyyyk anyway, Jolee?
Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy.
The Jedi just let you go.
Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse.
With good reason, I imagine, considering Ulik and Exar.
I suppose so. Not everyone would understand why the Jedi would suddenly start killing themselves and tearing up half the galaxy, would they? If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts.
So that's when you went to Kashyyyk.
Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket.
You survived a crash landing on Kashyyyk.
I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived.
So why didn't you just fix your ship and keep going?
I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
Yeah, granted. So you crashed and stayed.
Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring.
How did you survive in the Shadowlands?
That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you miss the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators.
It couldn't have been easy.
No, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grow accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi.
And the Wookiees didn't mind your presence?
Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
You could have ruled them, you know.
And why would I have been interested in that? You can't spend 5 minutes in a Wookiee village without coming out smelling like wet fur. No, let them rule themselves. They can screw up their history just like every other race before them. No, I helped them in other ways.
You helped them?
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually.
Sounds like you enjoyed being a god.
Nonsense. I had no idea that's what they were thinking for a long time. I just thought they were being friendly neighbors, leaving fruit and such for me. Later, when I started to understand some of their grunting, I realized they would say prayers to the Hairless One before descending into the forest. Hairless One. Used to have plenty of hair, I tell you. At any rate, it took a few bruises, but I set the record straight.
A few bruises?
I traveled to Rookwaro and met with the chieftain in front of everyone. Freyr swatted at me just to see if I was real or not. I was real, and while it was a light swat, Wookiees are terribly strong. I was knocked out cold for a day. The Wookiees all thought it was quite funny.
So, why didn't you stop the slavery of the Wookiees then? You lived among them for so long.
At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all.
Yeah. Wasn't it all a bit primitive for you?
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply.
You spent 2 decades living like that?
What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees.
The Wookiees?
The Wookiees. Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call.
You're a very strange old man, you know.
Why, thank you. You're not so bad yourself, all things considered. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you.
Oh, Jolee. Jolee. You asked Jolee a little about his time on Kashyyyk. You can ask him more about it later once you've gained more experience. Cool. Good. Right, so... I guess we'll hit up HK and then Canderous.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Actually, he doesn't have anything for us, so that will be all HK.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Grand. Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Do you know anything about this world?
Water worlds never had much of an appeal for us to conquer. They may put up a good fight in their own environment. No match for us, of course. But they don't really have anything of value, either. The thing this world is good for is a substance known as Kolto. Kolto is the single best healing substance in the galaxy. But the Mandalorian are not as weak and fragile as your Republic and Sith warriors. When we enter a battle, we carry weapons powerful enough to pulverize cities. Both in our wars and in our own personal combats, there are no survivors. So Kolto does not hold the appeal it does for your peoples. You have anything else you want to ask?
What a badass. Nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Canderous, jeez. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Kolto. Bacta is not a thing in Star Wars yet, so the healing tanks that you used to see Luke being dropped in Empire Strikes Back, they actually use Kolto and not Bacta in the KotOR era. So a lot of people think the technology in Star Wars is stagnant. It is to a point, but there's still new stuff being, phasing out the old, as it were. In this era, in Knights of the Old Republic, a lot of the warships are only just now being outfitted with turbo lasers and stuff like that. It's little things. It's kind of like our own world right now. All of the advancements are all kind of, I don't know how to say it, kind of more small scale. You don't have any of the, you don't have the printing presses, and you don't have the cotton gins, as the same goes for KotOR and for Star Wars in general. The technological progression is slow. Mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Well, do you know anything about the planet we're on?
Manaan's the source for all the Kolto in the galaxy. That's why there's fish-faced Selkath can stay neutral in this whole Sith Republic war. But I don't know much else about this place. Sorry I can't be more help, Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, never mind.
Okay, have it your way.
Well, that's our information about Manaan. Now I'm just going to make sure that we've spoken to everybody. Karth, HK, Jolee, Juhani, Mission, T3, Zalbar, Canderous. Yep. And no Bastila, sadly. So, I guess we'll be going then. Let's, I cancel, actually. I can't. Damn. What do we want to bring with us? I was going to drop a save before I exited here, but... Let's grab Jolee and Canderous, I think. Haven't taken those two out for a spin in quite a while, and each of them have something that they can do here, so... Alright, it looks like Jolee has a level up, so go ahead and take care of that real quick. Level 16 Jedi Guardian. Attributes. It's got 15 in strength. I really wish that it would show us the damn modifiers, like from any gear that we have, as a separate number column here. It's annoying that it doesn't have that, but we're gonna go with strength. I don't know if that's the right choice. She probably has strength gauntlets on. Oh well. I don't see anything else that's really that important. I could have put it into charisma or something, but doesn't really matter, I suppose. Skills. We've got awareness, street injury, and stealth. I think we'll go with stealth. Powers. With force wave. Get that finished off. Next level up, we'll probably grab stasis field just to fill that out, and then maybe advanced throw lightsaber after that. We'll have to see. And we're good. Yeah, she's at 17 in strength right now, so yeah, she's got the strength gauntlets on. Well, if we find some other type of gauntlets for her to use, maybe we can replace those since she's not gaining anything from a 17, or maybe find another item that gives her extra strength.
What?
So, we are in the docking bay of Manaan right now, in the Republic docking bay from the sign up there, the symbol on that sign. Take a look around the docking bay itself to see if there's any loot that we can get, but I don't think there is. God, I love Manaan, though. It's so pretty. Reminds me of autumn evenings, or autumn afternoons, when I was in high school, coming home and playing KotOR, listening to this amazing music by Jeremy Soule. Sounds like something that you would hear in like an acupuncturist's office, you know, get into your zen. Reach, what do you call it? Enlightenment. Maybe like a massage parlor or a doctor's office, a dentist. Lovely music though. It's too bad it's on such a short loop, like all of the other music in KotOR. Docking Bay 26C. So we'll have to remember that. I wonder how many there are.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Right.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Is that an open invitation? You don't mind if he brings friends?
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
No need to apologize, it's alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Even we Jedi are only human. As are you. Why are the Sith upsetting you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
This Kolto...
You're joking, right? I'm
No.
sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
That's smart. The Republic and Sith both stay here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering.
Very smart.
Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually a pretty crafty plan if you want to stay independent. Just control the supply of all the medicine in the galaxy, and, you know... we'll destroy it if you do anything against us. Sounds pretty, sounds like they got him by the balls. I don't know. You wouldn't have happened to come across an ancient star map while you were here on Manaan, have you? Or you wouldn't be able to direct us to anyone else who would.
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That's too bad. Well, can you tell me a bit about Otto City?
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. Is there anything else you require?
No, that'll be all. I must go, but thank you. You've been very helpful.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that?
No.
Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
No, I don't got that at all. Journal entry added. Check that out. The Republic Embassy. The Republic soldier you met in the docking bays in Manaan seemed to think you might have a hard time finding the embassy here in the city. Perhaps it's a big place. I think that they messed up where the period should be in that paragraph. He said you go south to the first courtyard, then east to the second courtyard, and it's in the northeast section of that area. Alright. It's a little more, makes a little more sense reading it. Manaan, you have been advised to see... This is the star map, Manaan. Been advised to see Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy for further information on Manaan. Okay. Good. Are you just gonna fade away? No? Okay. Let's check out the docking bay, I guess, if that's where we are. Yeah, Manaan docking bay. All these crates, we've got some Kolto tanks waiting to be shipped off. Nothing in any of these crates, mind you.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Fair enough. Do they call... Did people in the military call their daily cycle shifts or posts? Should it be your post once you're relieved? Yeah. I don't know. Just a minor criticism. Being pedantic. Little cleaning droid, gotta keep it spick and span. That's back to the ship. We don't need to go there yet. Get the music back. Ooh. Oh, what's this?
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggie?
Do you know this man, Canderous?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Tough decisions are made in war, friend.
That does not excuse what he did to us.
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
If you face Canderous, you will face me as well.
I am not afraid of you, and if you choose, you can die by his side as well. I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the doomed seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the doomed seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
Ominous. Very ominous. Journal entry added. Let's see what this is. Joggie's challenge. Canderous was approached by a man who had fought under him a long time ago, a man named Joggie. Joggie claims that Canderous had abandoned him and betrayed his own men and seeks vengeance. He has called Canderous to a duel with him in the dune scenes of Tatooine, or be forever outcast in the eyes of his fellow Mandalorians. Canderous seems eager to meet this challenge. Canderous?
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggie and kill him for his insult to me.
What happened out there? Why is Joggie so angry with you?
This is between me and Joggie. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
What a giga Chad! Jeez. Ay. I'm with you. Whatever battle we're going into, Canderous, we're doing it together. I won't let you down. This is what I really wanted to see, though. Delicious. Potatoes? Cabbages? Whatever the hell. Eyeballs? Whatever the hell these things are. And some fish. Delicious. Well, that's Canderous' side quest sorted. I mean, we don't really need him in the party anymore, so I think I might just leave him here. And swap him out for somebody else. I think we're gonna get rid of Canderous, we're gonna grab Jolee. And it occurs to me that we also forgot to speak to Jolee about...
Got something on your mind, dude?
About Manaan. So I'll do that now. Do you know anything about this place?
Manaan's an unusual place. Not for its water, mind you. It's the Kolto, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Never mind.
Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
I think he had something else there that we could have talked to him about, but I'll wait until we get back to the Ebon Hawk once we leave the planet to do that.